March 30th, 2018, opening day of trout season, Pennsylvania. Gonna catch some fish, guys. Eastern PA fishing here. The date is March 30th. I'm in my room. As you can see, it is opening day of trout season in Pennsylvania. I'm about to get my stuff together, have myself a little breakfast, and head down to the creek. Should be a good episode. We're going to catch our limit today. Eastern PA fishing here. You know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fish. Beautiful morning catching trout, that's for sure. Alright guys, we got our 2 rods and reels all set up. We have the Daiwa Samurai combo, a little rooster tail on there, and we have the Shakespeare's Dream Seeker and the Blues Mr. Trout reel with a very tiny little mouse tail on there, a little 3-inch Berkeley mouse tail. Gonna catch some trout today, guys. Got about an hour until the season opens up. 8 o'clock, we're gonna be catching some fish. Just waiting. Just waiting. We're less than 20 minutes till the first cast. Feel the tension in the air. There's not actually too many people out here today. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Definitely gonna catch these fish today, guys. 8 o'clock, let's catch some fish. Alright, let's throw the mouse tail on. Let's see if they want the orange power worm. I think they will. Alright guys, so first spot obviously didn't work out too well. I think they actually just put the fish in the creek yesterday, so it usually takes them a little while to adapt, get hungry, start eating on artificial lures and stuff like that. Might have done a little better if brought some power bait, but I'm not really about that life. So we parked up at Fort Washington Park here. Got a little bit of a ways down to the creek, but we will catch some trout today, guys, for sure. See you on the creek. Gotta get a fish, guys. Gotta be one hanging around here somewhere. One trout. Oh, dang, I just had one. Missed him again. Oh, that was another nice hit. Found some fish, guys. There we go. Finally. First one of the day. That's a nice brown. Left my net in the car. Just gonna pull him right up on the shore. Man, that's a nice brown. Get out our leader here. Number 1. Watch out when they see you catch one. All these trout fishermen will come right up on you. We're recording, guys, but just got another. Here's number 2. Just casting and winding this little spinner, guys. Not much action to it. There's another. This one's a rainbow. He got away. Alright guys, so we're back at the crib. The sun's in my eyes, I can barely even freaking see. But here's the deal. I know this is like a little bit of a weird transition, but I was out since, 6 in the morning today. I've been up since 4. So I'm actually back at the house now. I'm going to cook up these trout. I have them soaking in some egg whites and some milk. That just takes out a little bit of the fishy flavor. I'm going to let those soak for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to cook them up. Should be a good episode, so stay tuned. This should be tasty, guys. Alright guys, we're back in the kitchen. Eastern PA chef here. You know what it is by now. We're about to cook some stock trout. Here in the fridge, we have a whole bunch of junk, and we have some trout, some freshly caught trout. They're already cut up and cleaned. Subscribe for more. Try not to dump all this all over the floor. Anyway, I just have these bad boys soaking in little egg whites right now. Little egg whites and milk just to take out a little bit of the fishy flavor. I've only been in here for about an hour. Some people like to leave them overnight. Whatever. Anyway, these guys should be good to go. I'm going to throw them on the pan and fry them up. Okay, so step number 1, cut and clean our trout. Have them soak for like a little bit, whatever. Get that fishy flavor out of there. Step number 2, get a pan nice and hot. And add a little bit of butter. This is about 3 tablespoons of butter. Just gonna plop that right in there. Let that start sizzling. We're just getting our butter all melted up right now. Then we're gonna toss the trout right on there, guys. Nice simple technique. I'm gonna throw a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of lemon juice on there. Not making them too fancy, not really trying to change the taste of the fish too much. Keep it nice and simple and natural. So we got our trout, we got our butter all melted. Let's get these guys cooking. Number 1. Give it a nice little press. Try to get it as flat on the pan as possible. And here's number 2. Once again, giving it a nice little press on the pan. Not really sure if I have a lid for this, but I'm just going to throw a little lid on top of this guy, let the heat, go throughout the meat and cook it all. Make sure it's thoroughly cooked. Got our little lid. Doesn't really fit too well on here, but kind of have to make do. Stay, don't fall. Washing our hands. So we're just letting these trout cook, letting them fry up in that butter. Starting to smell pretty good. Give them a little flip ski here. These trout will cook up real fast, guys. Don't have to leave them on too long. If you do burn them, they will smell really bad, and you'll know when you burn them. Trust me on that. Gonna kind of turn this on its side a little bit. Not really gonna flip it all the way. Do one side and then the other. Get that meat, guys. Starting to smell real good. Little egg whites are frying up on the side there. If you guys are wondering what that is, not anything weird coming out of the fish, just the eggs. Pretty excited for this. I haven't had trout in over a year. And I don't actually have any fresh lemons, but I do have this lemon juice or whatever. You can just get this at Acme. Just gonna do a little, little bit of that action on there. A little bit of flavoring, a little pinch of salt, a little crank of pepper. One way you can check these guys, if you're not too sure if your fish is cooked, what you can do once they're been frying for a little bit, you just pull back a little bit of the skin. You see all that meat right there, all nice and white, not pink, nice and cooked. So once your pan is nice and hot and your trout are, pretty well cooked, you want to just make sure this top portion is cooked a little better. What you want to do is just turn down the heat to about, little less than half, so it doesn't burn your fish. And you just want to cover them up for about a minute or 2 more. And then I'll see you guys at the dinner table. Well, the pan to plate transfer went pretty well. Got all our nice trout meat here, all cooked up and ready to eat. Now, I haven't had trout in about a year, and I'm more of a catch and release guy. I like to put them back into the water so someone else can, have the chance to catch them. But these are stock trout, so these are put in the water for you to eat. They're put there, stocked for you to take home and enjoy. Alright guys, so when you're eating trout, there are like a lot of tiny little bones. So, a lot of kids will like to eat them with their fingers. Even adults. You seem to be able to pick it apart a little better and, finagle through the little tiny pin bones and tendons and whatever have you. As you can see, there's like the whole spinal cord that runs through, and then there's like these just like little tiny pin bones that go across. You want to make sure you're not eating those, choking on them. But I'm telling you guys, this trout is really good. I might have to go catch myself some more and eat some more. Alright guys, I just finished off that trout. It was actually quite delicious. I don't know if it was because I haven't had anything to eat since 4 o'clock in the morning or not, but it was actually an excellent tasting fish. Anyway, we still have 3 more fish to catch for the day, so I'm about to head back down to the creek. Eastern PA Fishing, Eastern PA Chef. You know what it is by now. Keep on catching, keep on cooking.